Hello there, and welcome to episode 5 of the AEW / Ring of Honor save, which is the first pay-per-view of the save. We have got Ring of Honor presenting Death Before Dishonor. We're going to be in Oregon for the show, the Matthew Knight Arena in Eugene, Oregon. And main evented by Theriscoes vs FTR2 for the ROH Tag Team titles. Let's see how this show gets on. And we kick off on the pre-show with Elliot over Kingo, Brian Pillman Jr., Kip Sabian, and Royce Chambers all competing in a 0G match. Obviously, a 15-minute time limit is what that means. It's a high-flying match, high spots all over, and it's Elliot over Kingo who picks up the win when he pins Royce Chambers with a 630 senton. If you look at the ratings, Vikingo was the best, but all of them were in that sort of low 40s range, which for about their level of pop is very promising for Vikingo and Chambers. And you'll also notice the debut here of Mauro Ranallo, who's coming in as our new Ring of Honor commentator to join Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman. Some matches on this card will have the AEW commentary team on, Ross, Excalibur and Giovanni, but it's going to be a bit of a mix and match between commentators just to get us more people on the show. And the second pre-show match on the 0 hour sees Christopher Daniels, the GM, and Frankie Kazarian lose to Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh. Obviously, Dutt and Singh have been interfering with Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal's feud. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian have come in to be Joe's allies in this. And Satnam Singh picks up the win, pinning Christopher Daniels with a shoulder block or some sort, something big man. 34 rating. Satnam Singh is awful. This push will probably not last long. And the final pre-show match, I think, sees the Gates of Agony defeat the Slidell brothers when Khan to make Matt Slidell tap out. Don't know why it was Matt, should have been Mike. Claudio and Khan have great chemistry and still were nowhere near even as good as Mike. Oh, that's going to be a long process to get them up because Claudio and Khan are good, unlike Satnam Singh. So to see them being quite poor ratings, which is still better than Singh's by almost double, is a shame. We will be trying to build them up though, because I do see potential in the Gates of Agony. But if Toglione is going to be injured, that could be an issue. And the opening match for the main show is the first match of the Tag Wars. And it's the Motor City Machine Guns making their return to Ring of Honor against Los Amanos Lee. Two decorated tag teams. One representing AAA, which is Los Amanos Lee. And Motor City Machine Guns are officially representing Impact, but obviously they do have connections with Ring of Honor as well. And it is the Machine Guns who pick up the win when Chris Sabin hits the Cradle Shock on Jolistico. And that is the first match in the Tag Wars tournament. The Machine Guns will be through to the semi-finals. 53 rating, 54 for Shelley, 52 for Lee. That could be a fun singles match. We should try that at some point. We then get the first 0G championship match, as Bandido defeats Dante Martin in 11:45 with the Revolution Fly. And Bandido, the former Ring of Honor World Champion, is now the 0G champion. the best high flyer in the world, according to this. There will be people that will be coming after him for that claim. But right now, the best high flyer in the world is Bandido. Match 3 goes from all the way from the other to the other end of the spectrum. We've just had 0G, now we're having Pure. And it's Yuta who picks up the win, making Daniel Garcia tap out to the Yuta lock to make his third defense of the Pure title. Now, Wheeler Yuta was injured, which is why his rating is a bit lower. But I think both of these guys have got so much potential. This is going to be a Ring of Honor main event one day. Yuta vs Garcia. This is just the first chapter in a very, very long storyline. So it'll be interesting to see where we go with this. Yuta picking up the win here keeps him with the Pure title. We'll work out what we're going to do with the Pure title at some point. 48 rating. Samoa Joe defeats Jay Lethal in 12 minutes and 57 seconds with the Muscle Buster. Samoa Joe makes defense number 2 of his Ring of Honor World Television Championship. The finish, I think, is going to be quite simple. Joe catches a lethal injection into a rear naked choke. Lethal does what he can to break out of it, spatting around the ring. In the end, he hooks himself on the ropes, which leaves Joe just to pick him up for the Muscle Buster. It's as simple as that, and that is the finish. Joe picks up the win. Singh and Dutt don't interfere, so it's just a straight singles match. And Samoa Joe stays your television champion. Next up, one of the biggest matches on this card. Bryan Danielson teams with AEW Interim World Champion Jon Moxley to take on Menorah, Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. It's multiple dream matches rolled into one. It isn't a dream. I don't think it's a dream match in amongst itself. But there are multiple references to dream matches in this match. Moxley versus Suzuki, Moxley versus Sabre Jr., Danielson versus Suzuki, Danielson versus Sabre Jr. Every single one of those matches is a dream match. So putting on this tag team match felt perfect. We will be doing the Danielson Zack Sabre Jr. match that we were expected to get at Forbidden Door, but not yet. I think there's bigger things we can do with that match. Danielson does make Zack Sabre Jr. tap out, so there you go, there's a story already planted there. Danielson made Zack Sabre Jr. tap out. Gets an 80 rating, which is probably going to be match of the night. So I'm excited for that. And then we've got a bit of bad news. Riccoboni, Coleman and Maranello are talking about the world title match. And they break the unfortunate news that Jonathan Gresham hasn't shown up. He's no-showed the event. Is it my fault for booking it the same day as Terminus? Yes. But the Ring of Honor World Champion is not here, so the belt is vacated, and replacing him against Claudio Castagnoli will be Rey Fénix, because I just think that'll be a great match. 33 rating. And the match is great. It gets a 70 rating. 65 for Castagnoli, 66 for Fénix. And Castagnoli picks up the win just under 17 minutes with the neutralizer. And Claudio Castagnoli is your new Ring of Honor World Champion. It's the same celebration as in real life, except Rey Fénix is the guy who lost, who was brought in a last minute deal due to the fact that Gresham wasn't here. 70 rating though. exciting stuff. Women's title on the line. Mercedes Martinez picks up the win. 16 minutes with a Fisherman Buster. Great match. Technical. Think of it as a technical match. Deeb trying to take out Mercedes' power moves using arm bars, heel hooks, knee bars. Any of Jericho's 1004 holds, specifically armbar, would be perfect for Serena Deeb to use in this match. But it's not quite enough. Martinez hits the Fisherman Buster and makes her 5th defense of the Ring of Honor Women's World title. 52 rating. Not too shabby, to be honest. And the main event. Was it the wrong match to put as the main event in game? Yes. For the narrative we're trying to show, definitely not the wrong choice. But FTR defeat the Briscoes when Cash Wheeler pins Mark Briscoe with the big rig. Just one fall in this one. No 2 out of 3 falls, just the one fall. But FTR make their 5th defense of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles and basically push the Briscoes all the way to the back of the line. So, overall, what did the show get, though? Because, it gets a 70, which is great news. Danielson, Moxley and Suzuki giving Claudio, Castagnoli and Ray Phoenix dragged that rating up. A 1780 between the two for those 2 matches was amazing. A little bit disappointment about Gresham. He's no longer the champion, though. Unlike real life, we're not going to just release him. We are going to still work with Gresham when we can. Because, I think his role is the technical guy in a faction with a lot of big men is a great visual. As for the rest, though, I want to let you know. I want you guys to tell me what you guys thought. That's what's key. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.